Good evening and welcome to the Manhattan College Jasper News Roundup. I'm Topher Nuzzo.
And I'm Brendan Reifenberg. This is what's going around on campus in New York and around the world. Our top story tonight, Wuhan coronavirus. The U.S. has now confirmed its first case of the new coronavirus that appeared in Wuhan, China last month. The CDC is only identifying the patient as a male U.S. resident. He is currently in isolation at Providence Regional Medical Center in Everett, Washington. The man recently traveled from Wuhan to Washington but said he did not attend the animal markets where many of the patients were infected. Officials are compiling a list of people the patient may have had contact with since his return. The Wuhan coronavirus, which has killed 6 people and sickened hundreds, can spread person to person, but not nearly as easily as viruses such as measles or influenza.
Extreme weather is sweeping southeastern Australia. As the country continues to battle deathly bushfires, hailstones the size of golf balls pelted the region, including Parliament House in Canberra and Melbourne, where the Australian Open tennis tournament just begun. The storm comes less than 24 hours after massive dust storms swept through New South Wales, blanketing entire towns and blacking out the sun.
The Senate impeachment trial of President Donald Trump is scheduled to officially begin today, but first there are a number of administrative duties for the Senate to consider, including voting on a resolution that will set the rules for the trial. Camila Bernal is on Capitol Hill with the very latest.
As the Senate gets ready to begin the impeachment trial of President Donald Trump, there's still a fight over how it will proceed.
This is clearly an attempt to rig the trial.
Democrats accusing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of rushing the process and attempting to cover up President Trump's alleged wrongdoing.
It appears that Leader McConnell decided to go along with the president's desire to cover up his wrongdoing. Hook, line, and sinker.
And Republicans arguing the Senate process will be fair.
The Senate's fair process will draw a sharp contrast with the unfair and precedent-breaking inquiry that was carried on by the House of Representatives.
But reaffirming the Senate will not reinvestigate the president.
The House chose not to pursue the same witnesses they apparently would now like the Senate to pre-commit to pursuing ourselves. As I've been saying for weeks, nobody will dictate Senate procedure to United States senators.
This begins just the third presidential impeachment trial in U.S. history, following President Trump's impeachment on December 18th. Once the debate over the rules is complete, the next step in the trial is opening arguments, where the House impeachment managers and President Trump's legal team will each get 24 hours to present their case. On Capitol Hill, I'm Camila Bernal reporting.
And now for the sports. The Knicks played the Cavs in Cleveland. The Cavaliers' Kevin Love hits that first shot, bringing the Knicks up 2 in the first quarter. Marcus Morris shot a jumper, bringing the Knicks up 2 more, bringing us to 24-20. And Darius Garland, on the other team, hits, oh no. So now we're tied at 45, or we were, and the Cavaliers' Larry Nance, okay, well, Marcus Morrison also hit another shot, but he rolled his ankle, that's painful, and that'll bring him out of the game for that quarter. Knicks now up 13. Damian Dotson hits that layup, bringing the score to 79-64. And with that final jumper by Marcus Morrison, the final score is 106-86.
Bad Boys for Life blows away rivals. 2 new movies led the weekend box office. One did better than forecast, while the other, not so much. David Daniel has the Sunday estimates for the top 5 films.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker fell to 5th place, but $8.4 million gave the blockbuster a domestic total of $494 million. Jumanji: The Next Level took 4th place with $9.6 million. It's at $273 million domestic. 1917 fell from 1st to 3rd, but the Golden Globe and Producers Guild winner made $22.1 million.
We've no choice but to embark on this perilous journey.
Doolittle managed a 2nd place debut, but its opening weekend gross of $22.5 million was at the low end of expectations.
Put your seatbelt on. Yeah, that's how we do it now. Right.
Bad Boys for Life dominated in its debut. The long-awaited action threequel overwhelmed expectations, opening on top with $59.2 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And finally, instead of thinking about what he could get for his birthday, a 5-year-old boy in Illinois thought about what he could give. And he started helping kids in need through donated bedding. Tyler Sliz has collected 125 pieces of bedding, blankets, pillows, and sheets for a group called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. The organization builds, assembles, and delivers beds to children in need. Tyler's contribution started with a video to guests for his birthday party in October, asking for pieces of bedding to donate instead of presents. Bedding donations and checks continue to come in. That's all for tonight. That's all for tonight at the Manhattan College Jasper News Roundup. I'm Topher Nuzzo.
And I'm Brendan Reichenberg. Have a great evening.